Hello, 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 and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Beverly Lucas, and I am the host of For the Love of Cooking Fridays. What do I do on Fridays? I try to show you how to make a meal from scratch at home that is always better than the restaurant. Trust me when I tell you, it is always better than the restaurant. What are we going to cook today, Beverly? Let me think about it. Today, I am doing kind of a challenge. She didn't really challenge me, but my friend Anna Marie Perkins from Utica, New York, that I grew up with, she posted a video of this scallop pasta kind of mix. And when I looked at it, I was like, that sounds like a challenge. So that's what we're going to do today. But today is even more extra special. So not only am I fulfilling a challenge or letting it know that it was a challenge to me, but they're not going to win, I have an audience with me. You know how much I talk about my children and I talk about my family. Today is extra special because I have an audience. Yay! Say hello, everybody.
Hola.
That is my niece, Aaliyah, and my eldest daughter, Lakeisha, and my son, Richard Lee Lucas. Let me introduce my ingredients to you. So we have our scallops, of course, and this is probably about a half a pound of sea scallops, and you can see that I've already seasoned them with some salt and pepper. In addition to scallops, I'm also using extra large shrimp that I have seasoned with some Old Bay. You know, you cannot cook seafood if you're from Maryland and not have your Old Bay. Oh, but here's the beauty really right here. This is a display of vegetables right out of my own garden. So we have cherry tomatoes and we have grape tomatoes and we also have some basil and we have some thyme right off of the porch. I have some shallots that I have diced up. I have about a quarter cup of some white wine. We have some crushed red pepper, a little bit of olive oil, and then we have some garlic that I have roasted and have been keeping in some olive oil, so this is going to be really good. And then for the pasta, you can use any type of pasta that you would like. I'm using angel hair pasta. You could use fettuccine, you could use penne, you could use whatever you want. But today we are using angel hair pasta. So I have my water boiling here, as you can see. So it is ready for the pasta. But let me ask you a question. So you have all the ingredients, you know what we're making, so let me ask you, are you with me? Are you really with me? Come on with me. Okay, so what I've done is I have a black iron skillet, and is that what it's called, black iron skillet?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
ooh, scallops are good.
I love scallops.
I've never had it.
You never had it? You never tasted it. You never tasted beef. It is really light. It's not a heavy seafood. It's a really light seafood. Here I am searing my scallops in 1 tablespoon of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm making sure that they don't stick. So you move them around a little bit. And then after 2 minutes, I am turning them over to the other side. I'm just adding a little flavor with some Old Bay seasoning. And I have taken out the scallops and I put in my shrimp. Again, I'm making sure that they are not sticking to the bottom. And I'm going to cook them for approximately 2 minutes on each side because these are extra large shrimp. So they take a little extra time. Okay, so I'm taking my shrimp out. I have my scallops here. I cook my shrimp the same way. About 2 minutes on each side. And now I'm going to deglaze it with 2 things. I have about a quarter cup of white wine. That's potent. And then I'm going to take my garlic, which also has a little bit of oil in there. And usually you put the shallots in first, but I really like the onion taste of the shallots. So we can absorb all those flavors, because what we want is layers and layers of flavor. Oh, it smells so good. Can y'all smell it?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Smells delicious. From the yum.
We're gonna let that cook for about a minute. All right, so it's been about a minute, so we are gonna add all of these tomatoes. Again, we have cherry tomatoes, and we have grape tomatoes, and we're just gonna let them get a little blister. Whew. Let's add a little salt and pepper. This kitchen smells delicious. And I tell you all the time that we eat with our five senses. It's not just in our mouth, but it's what we see. But first, it's what it is that we smell. So it's what we hear, as you can hear in the background. And then we get then to the taste and what we see. So we're going to let those get a little blistered, and then we are going to add our red hot chili flakes. But you have the sweetness of the tomatoes, and then you have the spiciness of the pepper flakes. You have the aroma from the wine. You have the sweetness of the shallots. We got a whole bunch of flavors going on here. And now what I did is I cooked the pasta, and because it was angrier pasta, it only took 3 minutes. So you let the water boil, it only takes 3 minutes to cook. So I put that aside, and then I reserved some of the pasta water, and this is about, it's about a half a cup. And I'm going to pour that in there, and we're gonna let that reduce. Okay, so our tomatoes have been simmering, and our pasta water, and our wine. And now we are adding some fresh basil. Whew. That is just another layer of flavor. You can do this. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add our scallops. Well, I'm gonna turn off our stove, because these are cooked and we don't want them to cook any more than they already have. And I have my pasta here, and it was about half of the box. And we're gonna put this in here, and what's gonna happen is it's gonna absorb all of this deliciousness. I'm gonna put my shrimp on last, because that really is, of course it's for the taste, but it's also part of the presentation. So I'm gonna use about that much there. I'm eyeballing it. And then I have a half a cup of some Parmesan cheese that I want to melt in here. So we're gonna add that. And there you have it. That really only took, if I was really concentrating, because you know I have an audience. Only, I would say, no more than 20 minutes once you have all your ingredients prepped. So the key to cooking any meal is to prep your ingredients first. I always do that. I never just start. And I love to prep my ingredients at night so that when I get up or for the next day, everything is ready to go. And right now, this is ready to go. So it is all done. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plate it, and we are gonna have someone to taste it to let you know how it tastes. Stay with me. Okay, well, we are all done, and I have plated everything, and let me tell you, this is absolutely delicious. So we have shrimp, we have scallops, we have pasta, we have grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, all from my garden. I know I keep saying that, but I have to keep putting the plug in there for me. And then we've topped it with some thyme and a little bit of basil. I'm not going to be the taster today. I have my niece with me all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And she has sat here and been a part of my audience. So I'm going to ask her to go ahead and taste it and let them know how it tastes.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything in there. Okay. This is a big bite, but we got it. Here we go.
All right, niece, where you going with? Where you going with? Wait, where you going with? Where you going with my plate?
I can take this with me? Oh, okay.
I still gotta take my pictures.
Oh, of
After I
course.
take my pictures, then you can have the rest of it. But is it good?
Yeah, it's very good.
Yes, 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 yes. So thank you for being with me today. Again, this is For the Love of Cooking Fridays. And I have just shown you how to make a meal at home that is better than the restaurant. All the ingredients will be in the description. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, why not just subscribe? Just subscribe. And if you watch this video, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, and if you make this dish, why don't you send me some pictures? I'll be waiting to hear from you, and until next week, this is Beverly Lucas, and I am signing off.